Here it is, the trade we've all been waiting for. Garrett Crochet is on the move to the Boston Red Sox. They've made a trade once before with a fireballing left-hander from the White Sox, and it resulted in a World Series trophy. And here they're going to try and do it again. Big news today, Crochet, big trade target ever since last year. He dominated in 2024, and naturally he drummed up lots of interest pitching for an awful White Sox team that was historically bad. But no team was able to work out a deal. Part of the reason is Crochet's agents basically made it a requirement. If he were to pitch in the postseason, you'd have to extend him. And with his injury history, teams got cold feet. But here's the trade package. The White Sox are getting catcher Kyle Teel, outfielder Braden Montgomery, infielder Chase Medroth, and right-hander Wickelman Gonzalez. And honestly, I think that is a pretty good package, all things considered. You remember, Crochet has 2 years of club control. He'll be an unrestricted free agent to sign somewhere for the 2027 season, but he brings a cheap season for this year and a more expensive arbitration contract for the next, but you've got 2 years of club control and you don't have to spend the big money that we're seeing teams pay for starting pitching. The Red Sox have missed out on guys like Max Fried. They have missed out on Blake Snell. Potentially, they're going after Corbin Burns, although we'll see how this impacts that. The Red Sox have promising pitchers in there. Tanner Houck. They've got Brian Bayo. Garrett Whitlock as well, but they made a point to improve that rotation heading into the offseason, and here they are getting Garrett Crochet. Now, a big talking point always with trades like this is that is a lot to give up if you only get 2 years of the guy. You know, we're hearing Kyle Tucker trade conversations from the Astros. Tucker has just 1 year until he's going to hit unrestricted free agency. You know, we saw what happened with the Yankees and Juan Soto, or hell, even the Padres and Juan Soto in a bit of a different circumstance. They didn't have to move him. They would have had 1 more year of him, but you get the picture. A lot of how successful this move will be for the Red Sox will depend on just how much Crochet they're going to get. But for 2 years, they're getting a damn good pitcher. 2024 was really the true start of Crochet's career. He had played in parts of 3 other seasons since his debut in 2020, but he'd only amassed 73 innings within that time. Those innings were promising, however. His strikeout figures were high, and he was very good at avoiding opposing hitters from barreling up the baseball. And that's a big reason why Crochet surrendered just 0.4 home runs per 9 innings during that time. But this past year, Crochet was finally healthy. He made all 32 starts in the season, although the White Sox management limited his innings later on, allowing him to go just 4 innings max per each start. Everything came together for Garrett this year. He ranked in the top 90% in baseball in chase rate, whiff rate, and strikeout rate, K'ing over 35% of batters. His stuff is nasty, but maybe even more amazingly, he cut his walks down from nearly 5 per 9 innings all the way down to 2. Crochet's fastball is absolute world class. His velocity averages are towards the top of Major League Baseball, and it decimated hitters all year. Combined with the cutter, a sweeper that made batters whiff over 50% of the time, and a great changeup to throw to right-handers, Garrett Crochet has a fantastic range of tools at his disposal. As for the White Sox haul, Kyle Teel is the number 25 prospect in Major League Baseball per MLB.com and the number 4 prospect in the Red Sox organization. He dominated his first test in professional baseball. He batted .363 with an on-base nearly .500 through rookie, high A, and double A baseball. 2024 saw him similarly excel at the double A level in Portland, where he showed some nice pop. 11 dingers and 20 doubles over just 84 games. His production slowed a bit as he adjusted to AAA pitching, but he's an overall amazing catching prospect. Good athleticism behind the plate, alongside a great arm to throw out potential base stealers, which is very important with the increase in attempts since the rule changes. They also get the Red Sox number 5 prospect and the number 54 prospect in MLB.com's rankings, Braden Montgomery. This kid is a beast. Taken by the Sox 12th overall in this year's draft, Braden's a switch hitter with great pop to his bat and an absolute cannon in the outfield. He's a bit raw. At 21 years old, coming out of college, his contact skills will need work, but he's got plenty of time, and I was a big fan of him coming into this year's draft. Chase Meidroth, number 11 of the Red Sox organization. Chase is a funny name because this guy does it so rarely. Meidroth brings great bat-to-ball skills to the table. He hasn't showed tons of power, but he's a sure bat and a solid utility option around the infield. And finally, Wickelman Gonzalez, the number 14 prospect for the Red Sox. He's an interesting piece. A slender frame. He'll top out his fastball around 97 miles per hour. He's got a rear in his control. Command has been an issue over the near 400 innings throughout various minor league levels, but he's 22 years old. He's got time to figure it out. From Boston's perspective, again, we talked about how much Crochet are you going to get? If it's just 2 years, that's not that bad. But ideally, he pitches great and they work out an extension, kind of like they did with Chris Sale. But you don't give up Roman Anthony, Marcelo Meyer, or Kristen Campbell. There was discussions that Marcelo Meyer could be included in a package for Garrett Crochet. I thought that would have been a very bad decision, but it didn't happen. I really like this for Boston, but I don't dislike it for the White Sox. I think they overall got a good package out of a guy that they're going to want to trade. The White Sox, I think they'll be better than what they were last year this upcoming season, but their contention window obviously is not within the next 2 years. Crochet was going to have to be traded at some point, and if this is the package they get for him, I like it. I think they got a good haul back. Let me know in the comments section what you guys think. There's potential that Corbin Burnes could sign today. The hot stove is nearly burning over. Things are getting crazy.